WorldCat local. Let's go on now. I'm going to talk about two things, or three things, I guess. Yeah, let's. I think we've covered all this, so let's go back up one level, Joan. It will be where we see more than we're in the letter U, for instance. So we're up in here, and if you want to click down here on Expand All, that would be useful. So this is something, we're just going to look at all of it, but you can see you've got health and medicine, and then you've got the various choices. So if you clicked on nursing, then you can see the databases that we plugged in here that we think are more significant for nursing. We do put CINAHL first, but I generally teach and talk from PubMed because I think it tells you more to start with. So for instance, Joan suggested patient safety as a topic. We'll look at that very briefly, but in a bit. But that happened to be a topic where there were 21,000 citations in CINAHL. But sometimes there's a quantum difference between PubMed and CINAHL, and I think if you start with PubMed and work with your results in the search process, it can tell you things about later things in the search process. So,
the other thing about PubMed for us is that we're really prone to interdisciplinary.
okay.
CINAHL, oftentimes, will not have those interdisciplinary things.
Okay.
I used to really be
Okay.
But now because we're maturing, we're looking for
Okay, that's interesting to hear because that's a running theme in some threads that I belong to or email lists and so forth.
Well, can I give you a quick little thing
Sure,
on that? When
sure.
you're getting people to understand the discipline of nursing initially,
Yeah.
you want to really show them what nursing knowledge development has been.
Right.
So you spend a lot of time focusing on nursing only.
Right.
So that they can really differentiate nursing knowledge base from medicine.
Right.
And that's a huge
Right.
one because
Right.
when
Right.
people come in, they are confused and get those confused.
Right.
So once you've got an understanding of the development of nursing knowledge, then you broaden out.
Well, yeah, and that's the thread, but I still teach the other way, much to people's chagrin. Let's go down. We're not going to do too much, but if you just raise the screen a little, I want to look at something briefly. We won't go into it. Cochrane. Evidence-based, but it only has about 6,000 citations. Its organization is based on PubMed. So that's why I like to start with PubMed for a lot of things. So let's go into Web of Science. We all know about Web of Science?
Actually, can we pop into Cochrane and back out?
All right.
I did just hit it.
Okay.
Since Jim
Well, we're on
mentioned
it.
it. And actually for our DNPs, it is something that is recommended.
You could go into patient safety if you want to type it in. I think we've got,
Cancer even.
or cancer, whatever.
Reason I said cancer is Sharon mentioned cancer, so let's just look at that.
Now, one of the things always to be aware of when you're dealing with these databases is the difference between natural language and free text. Natural language free text versus fixed vocabulary. So for instance, in PubMed, if you use cancer, you're going to get a bigger set of results than if you use neoplasms, which is the Medline subject heading.
Huh.
Or if you use heart attack, you're going to get more than if you use myocardial infarction. And so you may want to do that to have as big a universe of references.
Yeah, I went from cancer to breast because that's where
Right,
Sharon's area
right.
is. And, you know,
Maybe just pick one of them.
Sharon, you tell me where you want me to pick.
Let's go with follow-up.
Yeah, let's just see what the example does. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And the format of Cochrane has changed, so we're not seeing something here. One of the things for your benefit, but also for your students, there's usually it's often a plain language summary of the paper in Cochrane, if there is. Okay, so if you see you've got the summaries over here, plain language summaries, so if you just want to click on that, most of that is here. Now, sometimes you won't get a paper, you'll only get sort of an abstract thing, and then probably you have to do an interlibrary loan to get that.
Is the Cochrane rating somewhere on here? Because I'm not seeing it.
I don't know.
Because that's what you actually need to go forward using Cochrane.
A rating?
Yeah.
I mean, this is X, Y. Well, what's farther down on the left side? We've got the plain language summary, but what happens if you scroll down here? That hasn't come up.
So a Cochrane rating, you mean how well it's evidence-based?
I thought it was in each one, but
Am I missing it? That's always very possible.
I don't know. I haven't seen a rating. So,
well, I don't know. This is the plain language summary. So let's go back to the standard.
or what's in the summary? Would the summary do it?
Plain language summary.
No, the summary up here, not the plain language.
Summary.
Yeah, because I don't recall seeing this.
There's summary, standard, and full, and they're all PDFs. So I'm thinking of a PDF to load, but see, accessing something while you're recording is what's slowing.
Yeah,
And we're doing them both.
Right.
So we're learning.
right. Well, also it might give ideas about an online version of something. You know, how to package an online version of something for RN2BS or other groups. Or figure out maybe there's something that could be done generically for several different courses, levels, that would be suitable.
This feels like the online student who is in an area with kind of a slow download. It's kind of good for us to understand what our students are going through. Follow-up strategies. This is the summary. And so it looks like a main results, plain language summary, doesn't have the rating.
Okay.
Well, do you suppose then it's with the general,
It could be
the
with
full,
full.
yeah.
Summary, I'll try full.
I can't, in the different times that I've played with these as examples, I don't recall ever seeing something, what does it say, 5 or 12, or what does it say for a rating?
It gives the level of
level of
evidence.
Well, but in what way? In a narrative, a statement, the evidence is good or bad, or what? How does it do the rating?
System.
Yeah, because I've never seen it, so that's now.
There is a rating.
Now there's those that have only like an abstract. Do those have the rating too? Do you know what I mean when you've
I've
seen
only
those?
seen it in the full text.
Yeah. See, sometimes we've had searches where you get 10 or 12 lines and it's just the author and the title and da 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 da, but there's no narrative, there's no plain language, there's no nothing. And it maybe that's changed and maybe they've upgraded it to all of this. I don't know.
Kate, do you mind if we go out of this now? Back?
No, I'm just scrolling down on green tea because it's right half a minute.
Okay. I just would like to touch.
There are ratings down at the very bottom of the full text.
Yeah, that's where I've seen them. So.
Okay. So what does the rating say?
Equivocal. In this one.
Oh, equivocal? Okay. So does it stand out like a separate line so you can spot it easily?
No, it's written in table for every study that they've got on it.
Oh,
And
okay.
effective interventions.
Okay.
And then cohort. It's just kind of the same
Okay.
thing on case control.
I'm wondering, with time working the way it is, whether we should skip CINAHL. I mean, not CINAHL, Web of Science. All I was going to do, I did an author search in there, and if you are familiar with it, it's a good way to go forward in time.
Everybody here probably uses that.
Okay, because lots of times when I talk to students, they have not used Web of Science. Okay, well then let's maybe eyeball PubMed, and I want to sign in here if I can. I guess in the interest of time, we won't leave it the way it was. Let's see. So what do I have to do to sign in? I need to get up and click on sign in. What do I need to do?
Sign in?
Yeah, I want to get up there. Yeah, so I'll just. All right, and then let's see.
Okay, let me
I
get you
need to-
in
yeah.
there. Give me a second.
Sorry, that's all right.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Oops. Okay, and then the next line.
I'll put it there.
Okay, sorry.
Right, where are we going now?